Star-Spangled Banner.
Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Now Golden State's starting five. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Jimmy Butler is out there with Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the five. Now here's Leonard. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Just 5 to shoot. Zubac. And Curry pulls it down. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Kuminga, no good. And here's Harden for 3. The shot comes out. And it's the Warriors' ball. And now Allie Laporte says something for us from the sideline.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Guys, back over to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Butler against Beal. Spins, unloads from 13. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Well, defensively, you've got to show more discipline when you're guarding Beal. He is not the guy you want to send to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Count that bucket.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Here's Leonard. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. Hield finds Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Now, here's Kuminga. No scoring in this one.
Now, Kuminga was waiting on that one. He was ready to fire.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Jazz.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
When you turn great defense into easy offense, you are going to put yourself in a great position.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Dunn misses.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Horford has a wide open look and a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Paul. Ball's not loose. Now, here's Moody. Dunn covering. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Butler, he's checked in for Quentin Post.
Number 10, Jimmy Butler.
44 seconds left in the first. Paul, right side. Screen by Jones. Horford with it. Jones covering. And Jones slams it home.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam tapped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Butler against Jones. Baseline J on the way. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Warriors lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Jones, Harden out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Batum, and it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. Jones, the pass to Batum. It's blocked. Now, here's Moody, guarded by Harden.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Kevin, back to you.
One of the best for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And stolen by Horford. Butler against Paul. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Offensive rebound. Here's Moody. No good on the triple. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3. No good. That would have tied it. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the Warriors miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Harden. Harden drops one in down low.
And what control from Harden inside, adjusting his shot perfectly for that short-range make.
By Hield, nobody around. From outside, off the mark. LA's gone 1-2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Curry with it. Chris Paul covering. Pass to Kuminga. Now Hield. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and to be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Al Horford. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Jimmy Butler. Here's Hield. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Well, I just thought they had the tempo exactly where they wanted it. To me, that was the difference in the game.
With the step back, outside for Curry. Beautiful stroke from Curry on the 3.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range. Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
And it's Leonard missing. The Warriors leading. Curry passes to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Man, I mean, there's athletic, and then there's Jonathan Kuminga. What a dunk right there.
Harden inside the three-point line. And it's Curry with the rebound. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Los Angeles has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And the Clippers miss again. Warriors leading by 3. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors ahead. They lead by 6. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from... All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Thanks for joining.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just forcing turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
And now, and that'll do it for half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They're going with Hield and Butler on the wing. There's Jackson Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Curry in at the 1. And Leonard gets it to go. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Curry kicks to Hield. Golden State moving it around. Butler, no good. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a one-point game. For the lead, Harden with the long-range missile.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Pass to Hield. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Now a moment to see the numbers for Kuminga. The past month has been surreal. He's averaging 19 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
Well, we've seen he has the ability to absolutely light it up. Sometimes it's just about getting the opportunity.
Outside, Kuminga. Back to Curry. Fires the 3. Look at Curry with the answer.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The story from beyond the arc, here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. Kawhi Leonard on top.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, the Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Kevin?
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Derek Jones, he's checked in for John Collins.
Derek Jones Jr.
Heel against heel. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Curry. Launches it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
13 feet away. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Leonard dishes to Harden. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Hield. The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Offline with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Zubac with the screen for Harden. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates. And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight. For the Clippers, Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Bradley Beal.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And Harden with the stuff.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in.
Now into the lineup for Los Angeles.
Los Angeles on D. 3-point lead.
And no chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
And it's Paul with the ball for Los Angeles. Down low, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
And Paul puts up a deep 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Chris Paul. Derek Jones is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Brook Lopez. And it's Harden in at the 2.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Butler passes to Horford. Now Podziemski. Pass to Butler. 4 on the shot clock. No good with the triple.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Harden kicks to Lopez. Back to Harden. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And one of the top scorers in the game. Harden has an innate gift for creating his shot.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
And Allie, thanks so much. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. With the drive, and out of bounds is Los Angeles gains possession.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
And the Warriors with some changes. Grace Jackson Davis is checked in for Horford. Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Podziemski. Lopez a screen on Butler. Leonard the pass to Lopez. Stolen away. Curry. A three-pointer. Good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Leonard fires. 3, Kawhi, good!
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
A 15-footer. There's the jumper. Nice one.
And when the game is tight, Jimmy Butler finds a way.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. The Clippers trail. Harden with the take. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Now Curry launches it. Down he goes for 3.
It's what we've come to expect over and over again. Steph Curry coming up big.
He's off from 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The 3 goes down.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Kawhi, bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3.
Showing no hesitation and in a huge moment. Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
Knocks down the 3.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Here's Leonard. Let's lose a 3. Knocks down the 3.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid. Well, you knew it would be Curry in crunch time. Everybody understood Curry was going to get the basketball right there.
So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Lopez. John Collins comes in for Derek Jones. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Chris Dunn.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Hield rips down the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hield, now Butler takes the 3 three, good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
He drills the three. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work